Welcome guys to the channel, to this battle report. It's a special one. I'm here in Malmö, Sweden and facing Frederick from Scattered Dice.
Okay, so we are fighting over this Imperial factory site. As you can see, the Imperium has been using these factories to produce Sentinels and other light vehicles. And they have lost this factory site for some time ago to the forces of chaos. They did try to take it back by sending in some armored assault units, but these were taken out, as you can see here. So the task is now on the shoulders of the Elysian drop troops, the elite forts of the Imperium, to drop in and take this site back from the chaos scum.
My 1850 points of Red Corsairs, Renegade Chapters. I have 2 detachments. I have a battalion detachment and a spearhead detachment. In the spearhead detachment we have a sorcerer that has smite, prescience and diabolic strength. And then we have 2 Mauler Fiends with Flash and Tendrils and Levite and Dreadnought with Siege Claw and Butcher Cannon. All of them have Mark of Slanesh except the Levite and Dreadnought. And then in the battalion detachment my warlord is Huron. He has Inferno Gaze and Smite. Then we have 10-man Cultist squad, 2 8-man Chaos Space Marine squad. Each squad has a plasma gun inside. One squad has a champion with a power sword, the other one has a champion with 2 lightning claws, all of Marks of Slanesh. 2 rhinos with havoc launchers, also both Mark of Slanesh. The demon prince with wings and malefic talons, Mark of Slanesh, and the relic that gives him +1 strength and +1 attack. He has work time for his psychic powers. And then I have 5-man Slanesh biker squads with 2 Meltas and the champion with a power fist inside, also Mark of Slanesh.
Okay, so here we have 1851 points, actually, so 1 point over, of Elysians. We have a battalion detachment and a vanguard detachment. So in the battalion, we have 2 company commanders. One of them is my warlord. He has a plasma pistol, power fist, Kuros Aquila, and the grand strategist warlord trait. And the other commander just has a power fist and a last pistol. We have 3 squads of drop troopers, all regular troops. We have 2 flamers and crack grenades. In elites, we have a command squad with 4 plasma guns. We have a veteran squad with 3 melta guns and 7 shotguns. We also have a Vindicator assassin in the battalion. And in the fast attack slots, we have 2 Taurus Venators, the last cannon buggies, and 2 regular Tauruses, the one with the grenade launchers. In heavy support, we have 3 heavy weapon squads, 1 mortar squad, 1 heavy bolter squad, and 1 missile launcher squad. And for flyers, we have 1 vulture. In the vanguard detachment, we have 1 more commander, 1 officer of the fleet, 2 squads of 3 drop sentinels with multi-meltas, and for heavy support, we have 2 Cyclops demolition vehicles, and at last, we have one more vulture.
So guys, our deployment is done. Currently I have this rhino with Huron and the power sword squad inside. One of the Mauler Fiends, the Leviathan, 2nd rhino with the lightning claw champion and the sorcerer, demon prince behind, Heldrick here, 2nd Mauler Fiend here, the Melta squad of bikers and cultists holding near this objective, while the Elysians deployed their
Sentinels, drop sentinels with multi-meltas, Taurus assault vehicles, some guardsmen up here with the heavy weapon squad in support, together with an officer and the assassin, of course. Over here we have a line of guardsmen all the way, supported by weapon teams, and 2 Taurus Venators, and 3 more sentinels with multi-meltas. Over in reserve we have the Hammer of the Emperor, namely 2 vultures, my officer or my warlord, together with some veterans and a command squad, 2 Cyclops demolition vehicles, and an officer of the fleet.
And we're playing Milestone 4, so we have 6 objectives on the table.
Yeah.
It's done for deployment. So we have objective number 1 here,
Yeah.
number 2 here, number 3, where is it? Here. Yep. Number 4 is there, number 5 and number 6. So currently the Elysians have the first turn.
Strike fast, strike
yes.
hard.
Yes, and that's actually fluffy, but I try to seize the initiative. No, it's the opposite. The opposite. So it'll be your first then. The cards for the Elysians.
So we have Blood and Guts. Destroy an enemy unit in the fight space. That's not gonna happen. Psychological Warfare. It might happen. And Defend Objective 2, which is over here.
Yes.
The Wounded Officer, the Recon Officer. Okay, so as a pre-game scout move, the drop sentinels moved up 9 inches. They then stood still in the movement to not get a -1 to hit. These Tauruses, they burnt a circle here, 10 inches to get their 5+ invulnerable save. Then everything stood still, entire line. Over here on this side, we have 3 sentinels. The scouts moved as well, and then they stood still in the movement phase. And the Venators here, they moved 10 inches around the flank to target the Helldrake over there. Yep. Last cannons.
So it will be now your shooting. Where do you want to start?
So I will issue some orders. First over here, reroll ones to hit for the missile team.
Yes.
And nothing else will be in range, so there's no more orders here. Over here, reroll ones to hit for the mortars. And nothing else will be in range, so no more orders here. So that's it.
Yep.
So let's start shooting. Let's start with these 3 multi-meltas into the molotov. So hitting on force.
Yes.
So 1 hit.
Toughness 7.
Yes, strength 8, so 3 up. So it's a wound.
It's mortal wound or?
No, it's a multi-melta. So -4 to your save.
So it's an invulnerable save.
Yeah.
5+. Done.
Amazing. So then let's go over here. Shoot the same thing into the rhino.
Right.
So hitting on force.
Yes.
Hit twice. Wounding on 3s. I will use a command point.
Okay.
Still a miss. So 1 wound, -4.
So it's
Does he have an invul?
no. This one.
And it's just d6
Yes.
damage. So 4 damage.
So he has 6 left.
Yes. We can then move over to the last cannons here. 2 twin last cannons into the the Helldrake.
Correct.
So hitting on force because they don't get a -1.
Yes.
So we have 2 hits. Which is math. That's math for you. Strength toughness
7.
7. So wounding on 3s. So 1 wound, marked for death.
Yep. 5. Nope.
No. So damage. It's 5 damage. Okay, so moving on to the heavy bolter team. They're gonna lay down some fire to the cultists in the building. So hitting on force. No rerolls though, because there was no order being ordered. So 5 hits. And wounding on 3s.
Yes.
We have 3 wounds with a -1.
So Kult is making their 6 up t-shirt saves. Not a single one. So 3 of them die. Okay.
We can then move on to the mortars.
Yes.
They will shoot at the cultists as well.
Right.
So how many shots? It's d6 each. So it's 12 shots. So hitting on force, but re-rolling once because of the order.
Yeah.
So I will re-roll 2 ones. It's a good roll. So 9 hits. And then strength is 4.
Yes.
Winning on 3s. Sorry. Then we have some fails, only 2.
Okay. So no minuses.
Nope.
So it's 5+ now.
Yeah.
And I saved 1. So 1 more.
Nice.
Yep, it goes down. So that's 4 in total.
We then have 2 Taurus grenade launchers.
Yes.
Shooting into the rhino. It's 2d6 shots each. So it's 5, 15. Hitting on force. No negative because they're assault weapons. We'll just take out misses. And then I'm wounding on 5s. It's your toughness.
Toughness 6.
I need to check. Actually, I need to check their strength. If it's 3
Yeah.
or 4. So if it's 4, it's 5s. If it's 3, it's 6s.
It's 2 wounds.
Yeah,
no
strength 3. No, so it's only 2 wounds.
Yes. So no minuses.
No.
So I need 3s.
Failed 2.
Damage.
1 each.
I'm going to spend 1 command point to reroll one.
Yep.
I'm done.
Yep.
I'm down to 5 wounds on the rhino.
Yep. The only thing left to fire is the Vindicator Assassin. He will shoot at the Hellrick.
Yep.
He hits on a 2-up. Hits.
Hits.
Strength is 5 versus toughness 7, so it's a 5 to wound. It's a 5 and it ignores invulnerable saves.
Okay.
And it's a minus 3.
Minus 3, so it's a 6 up.
Yeah.
So I have to pass this. Almost, no.
D3 wounds,
Yes.
so only 1 wound.
So he has 6 wounds left. Not as scary as I thought.
No, it's scarier against the characters.
Yes.
So that's it for my shooting. Everything else is lying in wait
Yep.
for the support to come in.
Yeah. I lost 4 cultists.
Yeah.
So I think I have to make a leadership test here. I will double check their leadership. So their leadership 6. I lost 4.
That's 8. So 2 more.
2 more die.
Yeah. That actually means that I achieved the psychological warfare,
Yep.
which is good. And I will discard the Blood and Guts card.
Yep.
So I don't want to go into close combat right now.
Alright. So
That's it for my turn.
my turn I got Supremacy, Defense Objective number 3, which is on the Imperial Guard lines, and Objective number 2, which once again are there. And but I can get Supremacy if I try. Red Corsairs moved up, so this smaller fleet moved up 10. The Bikers moved up their full distance and then advanced 6 more. The Demon Prince moved up behind this smaller fleet. That one moved up closer and then advanced 4. The Rhino moved up towards this landing pad and disembarked the Sorcerer behind the Leviathan, who moved up 8, and this Rhino moved up from the forest here. So now the Psychic phase, and I don't think any Psychers in range of this guy.
No.
No.
Just have to, we have to retake it, because it's only monsters and walkers can go up.
Okay.
It's not vehicles.
So,
Sorry. So we just retake
so
it.
I can then put him.
Yeah, just put it there.
The Sorcerer will cast Prescience on the Leviathan.
Yep.
Prescience is on a 7. It's 6, so it fails.
Yep.
And Demon Prince would try to cast Warp Time, meaning a 6, which I get on a 7.
Yep.
So he basically moves up 10 inches more. That was it for my psychic powers. Nothing more to cast. Now will be shooting. And oh yeah, and the Helldrake moved up there. It's full 30 inches move. So let's start with the Helldrake actually flaming the back squad.
The heavy bolter squad.
The heavy bolter squad.
Yeah.
So it will be D6.
Yep.
Uh,
Unless you want to reroll.
no, I don't want to.
Okay.
I'm going to keep it. So it's strength 6.
Yep.
I'm not going to roll anymore here.
Emperor will protect us.
Yes. Let's do the Havoc Launchers. Both Havoc Launchers. I will do them simultaneously
Yeah.
because they all moved.
That's okay.
So both Havoc Launchers will shoot at that squad of guardsmen here.
Yep.
So it'll be D6 shots. So it's 7 shots. So strength 5. Weapon skill 4 plus.
You need to hit first.
Yes, so this one. Moving forwards. So 2 hits.
Winning threes.
Winning on 3s. So 2 wounds. No AP.
So 4 up save.
Yes.
Because they're in cover.
Make both of
They're
them.
fine.
Yep. Now the bikers, Melta's shooting at here.
Yep.
So it'll be 2 shots, in 3s, hitting both, and so 2 damage. No, need to wound.
Toughness is 5.
It's Melta, half range.
So now you probably want to
Yes, I'm going to spend 1 combine and then roll 1. Then.
still on the wound.
Now I'm going to use 2 more command points to use a stratagem called Canopy,
Yeah.
which allows me to shoot again.
Yeah, yeah.
First line is unit bikers.
Yep.
So again, 2 Meltas. Hits 1.
Yep.
wounds.
1, so no save.
Yep, so 2.
3 wounds. So 3 wounds left.
So that was very bad.
Yeah.
And I just lost 3 command points.
100.
Since the biker squad was all in the worm shooting, the Leviathan is the hope of the Red Corsairs, and he's shooting his butcher cannon at these, how do you call it?
Taurus Panthers.
Tornos Ventus. So I need 4 since I moved. Oh, 3,
Yeah,
sorry.
three.
3 since I moved. And, yep. So, now rerolling points. Oh yeah, Demon Prince. That's right. So 1 reroll. So all hit.
Mm-hmm.
All hit. And
Toughness 5.
strength 8. So needing 3s. So 3 misses.
That makes
5.
what's the minus?
Minus 1.
So there are 5 up in mode because
Yep.
they moved.
Yep.
So 5 ups is good. Make 3. So 2 of them go through.
Yep.
And the damage was
Damage 1. So,
sure it's not 2.
so the butcher cannon actually does 2 wounds, 2 damage. So he has 2 wounds left.
Yeah.
And you don't have to make any leadership on that.
Yeah, no.
The butcher cannon shot. Everything shot. Now it will be charges. Yes. Let's start with the Heldrick charging at that Gushman squad.
So I'm gonna spend 2 command points. 1 to activate Grenadiers. So all my units, all my models will get to throw a crack grenade.
Yep.
I will also spend 1 command point for Vengeance for Cadia, which allows me to reroll to hit and to wound. So there will be everyone except 1 for in range for crack grenade.
Yes.
So there will be 9 crack grenades hitting on 6s. But rerolling because you are chaos.
Yep.
So we have 2 hits here and rerolling. 2 more. Strength is 6.
Yes.
So winning on 5s. Right? With toughness.
Toughness 7.
7, yeah. So 5s, but rerolling because you are chaos. So 2 wounds, and I will reroll these.
2 wounds.
So 2 wounds with a minus 1.
So force. Nice one.
That is D3 wound, right?
Yes.
So 1.
Well, so he's down to 6 wounds.
Yep, and then you will have the most dangerous weapon,
Yes.
rapid fire last gun. Also rerolling because of Vengeance for Cadia.
Yes.
It's
1.
once. Needs a 6 again.
Nope.
Rerolling. Yeah. Gets it.
So invulnerable
So
save.
no minus. So it's full save.
5 plus. Oh, so it's like okay.
Full save.
Yeah.
Make it. Yeah.
I actually thought that it was a last cannon gun.
Yeah, no, that's gonna.
Yeah, okay.
So then that's
So
lost.
so he's in.
Yep.
Now the Mauler Fiend will charge them.
Yep. We will watch.
Yep.
No hits.
6 inches.
Probably make it.
So he's in. And then the bikers will charge it as well.
They were
No.
all the way.
You are lost.
Chap. Renegade chapters.
Ah, yeah.
Only Mauler Fiends cannot charge. So they're in combat here. In combat, Heldrake absolutely whiffed. Frederick didn't interrupt combat. So now the Mauler Fiend is striking, and I'm using Demon Forge stratagem, so he can reroll to hit and the wound rolls. So first 4 attacks with his fist, hitting on 4s. Hit with 3, rerolling. So 3 hits. No, Mauler Fiends don't do that.
Toughness is 6. You will have 2 ups.
2 ups.
Reroll.
And rerolling once.
What is the AP?
AP minus 2.
2. So 6 ups.
3, sorry.
And
1
there's no
fist.
save. 1 will he go up?
3.
No.
Nope.
And the second one will take 2 hits and then it's destroyed.
Yes.
Will he go up?
Nope.
So 2 of them are.
Yes. Shantandra's a strength 6. AP minus 2 damage to. So needing 4s again. Rerolling misses. Only 2 hit. So 4s in total. Strength 6. Toughness 5.
Yeah.
So 3s.
Reroll.
Yes. All hit.
Minus 2.
Minus 2. Damage to.
6 up saves. For the Emperor.
1 saved.
And damage was
2.
2. So he's destroyed. On 6 up he blows up.
It does.
Oh, he blows up. In the combat, this sentinel blew up on a 6, and he does 1 mortal wound on each unit within 3 inches. So that's 1 mortal wound on the smaller field and 1 on the bikers. So this unit now activates and piles in to attack. So 6 guardsmen will attack the Helldrake. Just grab 6 dice here. Hitting on force. So 3 hits. Wounding on 6s. Rolling for the cocked one. No, nothing. And over here.
The Mauler piled in.
Here. So that will be 9. Oh, sorry. 10. 6 here, 4 more. Sorry, 1 more. Force. And wounding on 6s. Another single one. Good.
Didn't score any objective, but I get first blood for killing the sentinels, and I will drop the defend objective number 2 because it's not realistic for me to grab it. So now it's Frederick's turn.
Turn 2.
Yes.
I will generate 3 new ones. So it's Witch Hunter, Secure Objective 3, which is in the
Where the Maleprint is.
yes, and Secure Objective 5, which is in the middle of all of the
Yes.
chaos stuff.
Finally, you got something similar.
Yeah.
And you actually generated got an objective last turn for defending objective number 2.
2. Yeah.
Yes.
That's right.
So that's there. Cool.
Okay, so end of my movement. Some reinforcements has arrived, as you can see. Not all of them though. I kept these guys in reserve still. But I brought in the flyer, so 1 vulture deep struck in here, together with an officer of the fleet, to give some strafing coordinates. Most of the infantry here, or all of the infantry, they fell back from combat, so that I can shoot on the monsters here. The 2 Venators swung around to be able to shoot. Over here, the Sentinels and the Assault Tauruses, they just advanced, didn't advance, they moved to be in range. And the last Vulture dropped down over here. 2 small surprises from Elysia is 2 Cyclops demolition vehicles dropped down as well. 1 here and 1 over there on Andre's backline, 9 inches away from the enemy. Hopefully they can make a charge and we'll blow something up.
Right.
Okay, so let's go to the shooting phase. So first off, the officer of the fleet is going to nominate these for strafing coordinates, so he will get to reroll once when he shoots. And he will try to bring in his strafing run on the Helldrake, the Mauler field. So on a 4-up, he will take D3 mortal wounds. Nope. Orders. This officer will order both these units to get back into the fight, so they can shoot even if they backed out. Over here, we have an order to the missile launchers to reroll once they hit.
Okay.
Okay? Yep. So, let's start with the fun part. Let's start with this vulture. So 40 shots, let me get some dice. Okay, so vulture here. I have 20 dice in my hand. I will roll them twice, but re-rolling once to hit because of the officer of the fleet. First up, hitting on force. Because he has a strafing run rule, so it's -1 for heavy weapons, but +1 against ground targets.
Yes.
So we'll re-roll the ones first. There we go. So in the first batch we have 3, 5, 10, 12 hits in the first batch.
Yes.
Oops. So second batch, re-rolling once. Taking out any misses. So it was 12.
Yes.
15, 20, 23. So simple math, I'll just add 3 dice. Now we're doing. So toughness is 5.
And the bikers?
Yeah.
That's the 5.
Strength 5, so we no force. Just take out the misses, we roll my cocked. There we go. Yes. So we have
4.
so 9 wounds in total.
Alright.
I have 1 heavy bolter as well in the nose.
Yes.
Moving on force. 2 hits. Moving on force.
So now, train to make 9 3 pluses from the vectors. And I fail 2. So one guy dies and the second one guy takes 1 wound.
Yeah.
That was very good.
Yep. Mortars will shoot into the renegades back here, or the cultists.
Yep.
So how many shots? They will shoot 10 shots.
And there's actually 4 quarters left.
So hitting on force.
Yes.
No rerolls though. So use my orders. So 2 hits. That's great shooting. 2 wounds. No minus.
But I get my cover stick.
Yep.
So I get 5 plus cocked,
Yep.
1 saved, and 1 dice. Okay.
Over here we have the twin last cannons into the Helder.
I held it has 6 wounds left.
Hitting on force.
That is
no
good.
hits. Not good. So we can jump right over here
Okay.
to the assault Tauruses.
Yes.
They're gonna shoot their crack grenades.
Yes.
So I forgot to shoot last time. So 2 shots each.
At the Heldrick.
Shooting in the Helder. So hitting on force. They are
Hits.
strength 6, so we want 5s. Oh, nothing. I will shoot these sentinels into the rhino.
And the damage one?
Yeah. So hitting on 5s because they moved.
Yes.
1 hit. Winning on 3. So 1 wound minus 4.
So,
No
yeah,
save, right?
no save.
So d6 damage. How many wounds does he have left?
5.
I will reroll that with a command point.
Yep.
So 6.
So does it blow up? The rhino? Nope. I have 9 guys there.
Yeah.
So I have to make 9 rolls. Now. So 2 die. These guys moved up from the rhino, and 2 of them died in the process of explosion.
Which sets my plan into action. As I deployed my vulture within 24 of the radius from your
Yes.
disembarkation. So this vulture here will shoot all of its weapon into the the marine.
Yes.
So hitting on force, first batch, no rerolls. I'll take out all the misses.
We hit on 3s.
No force. There we go. So 3, 6, 9 in the first batch. Second batch,
This is much better.
10, 15, 20, 24. So 1 more than before. So I will just do these 20. I will add reroll 4 of them. Wounding on 3s. I will reroll 4 of them. Sorry. There was 24 wounds. Take out all the failed ones. There we go. So 5, 10, 13.
13. So this flyer took out 6 Chaos Space Marines exactly. I used 1 of my command cards to reload the save, so I did. And then the heavy bolter shot as well, made 1 wound, but I made my armor save.
Yeah.
So 1 guy is alive, and that's the plasma gun.
Yep.
So, something else?
We're just gonna move over to Pinnacle.
Yes.
Gonna take a shot into your Psyker.
In Sorcerer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hitting on 2s.
Yes.
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 Wounds on 2s. Ignores immune save with
Okay.
minus 3 to your save.
Yeah.
So you have a 6.
6.
Did you remember the wound roll? It wasn't a 6.
It was a squad.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because on a 6 it's a d6 wounds instead.
Okay.
But d3 wounds. 1.
1 wound. Okay.
So we can now move on to the missile team.
Yes.
Shooting to the Hellbreak.
Okay. 4 Heldrick.
Hitting on force, rerolling 1. That's the order. Reroll 1. Nope, it's only 1 hit. Hitting on 3s, nothing. Moving on to. Let's do this unit first.
Yes.
We'll spend 2 command points again.
Yes.
Grenadiers and Venice Arcadia. So we'll get 10 crack grenades into you. Hitting on force, rerolling everything. Because you are chaos. 3 hits, that's rerolling. So I'll take out the misses. Strength is 6, rolling on 5s.
Yes.
That's rerolling. Once again. So you
Two
get
more.
4 wounds.
Nines.
-1.
So forced. Damage.
A D3.
I saved 1.
No, it's force. So you say, yeah, you saved
Yes,
1.
I saved 1.
Yeah, sorry. So 3 D3.
Yes.
So you take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, let's explode.
Yeah.
I hope it does. No. What the
So,
hell?
Grenadiers. The Elysian Grenadiers. Saves
Poor
the day.
Haildre goes.
They do what last cannons cannot.
Yes.
Only thing left to shoot are the heavy bolters here. They're
Yes.
gonna shoot into the
Bikers.
Right. So 9 shots. No order support. So hitting on force. We love some orders, but can't have everything. So 4 hits. Wounding on force. And so 3 wounds with a -1.
2 wounds to -1. So forced.
Ooh.
So last 2 more guys.
Yeah. That's some accurate fire. Heavy bolters.
Just these 2 guys.
Yep. And the final thing here is a poor guardsman squad.
Yes.
They are gonna shoot regularly, so we have 8 last guns
Yes.
in rapid fire range, 1 flamer and 1 crack grenade from the sergeant.
Okay.
So crack grenade,
At what?
4 up, at
Another thing.
so hits, wounds on a 5 right, stuff is 7, yeah, so 5 up, doesn't wound. So the flamer, how many shots? 2 shots. And no wounds, of course. 3 hits, very good. But then they need 6s. This is where you need to do the magic. So only 1.
1 wound.
Yep.
Minus nothing.
No.
It's 3s. Saved.
It's the last one.
Yes.
Okay. So that was my shooting phase.
Yes.
Let's go into the assault phase. This guy will assault the
Demon Prince?
So I need a 9.
Isn't he the closest?
No, there were 9 from both.
Okay.
So yeah, I might as well multi-assault them.
Yeah, I have no.
No, actually, I only want to go to Demon Prince.
Okay.
So Demon Prince, need a 9. No. And I guess that one is too far away to make anything.
Yes.
Just see if he's within 12 or anything. No, he's outside.
Yes.
So no more assaults, I believe. Let's see what I scored. I secure victory 3. Or do I? Yeah, I do. Okay. And I did not get Witch Hunter. I did not secure victory 5, which I will discard.
So, Bikers, leadership test. I lost 3 guys. Leadership is 8. I lost.
So of course, if you're on a real.
I will reroll.
Yeah.
Okay, they're fine. For my objective, I'm getting secure objective number 2 again. Very unlucky with the smells from 4 objectives. The cultist lost 1 cultist, so if I roll 6, 1 dies. And once again, when I don't need the 6s, 1 of them dies. 1 more cultist die. So my movement ended. I used the last 2 command points on Tide of Traitors to bring back my cultists and kill off this guy. Whoever he is, just random guy popping out on the table. Malefiend moved up on the landing pad. Demon Prince was behind him, but then he casted Warp Speed on himself and flew up there. The Leviathan Dreadnought moved up 8 inches. The Sorcerer one behind him also casted the Prescience on him. Huron jumped in another Rhino. The one lonely Plasma guy stood the ground facing the whole might of the Elephants. This Malefiend moved up closer and the Bikers moved up there 14 inches.
Yeah.
So the psychic is done and we'll be now shooting. And shooting, I will start with the Bikers, shooting at the last cannon trucks.
Yep.
So one Melta hits. Nothing. Now combi bolters. So shooting at heavy bolters. Sorry, combi bolters. Hitting on 3s. And wounding on.
Toughness is 5.
Yes.
So 5.
Strength is 4.
Yeah.
5.
5.
So 1.
4 up save.
Yes.
Nope. Takes a wound. Down to 1.
Yes. And this guy actually regenerates 1 wound.
Yeah.
So he's at his full capacity.
Yeah.
So now these guys will shoot their guns at this one lonely dude. The shot at this guy made 3 wounds. He's made 4 wounds. He saved 1.
And he's dead. He only has 3.
Okay, so they did hit job.
Yeah. Woo.
They missed the point back.
Yes.
It's 25 points.
Now this lonely plasma is shooting at the flyer. It's -1.
Yeah. -1 to, yeah.
Yes, so 2 shots. Not overcharging. Not overheating.
No.
So -1, so 1 hits. The 5.
Toughness 7.
Strength is 6.
7. No, 7, yeah, 7.
That doesn't. That's that. Have a connection from here. He's going to shoot at this squad. So these 6 shots. 4. I moved, so it will be on force. So to hit. Strength 5. 1 wound.
No save.
One guy dies. So the Lorraine would shoot both of his flamers and melter gun at this lonely guy, or the butcher gun is shooting at the flyer. So let's start the flamers. So 2 flamers.
It's the best piece of equipment
Yes.
we have seen.
So when you go 5s, we have 1, 2, 3, 3 wounds. 4 wounds, yeah.
-1. So 4 up save.
Yes.
Yes, so 3 up to begin with. So fail 2, but you're 2 damage each, right?
Yes.
With flamers, so it goes up. On a 3 up.
Yes. No. 1 no, since it's gone.
Yes.
And now the butcher gun is shooting at the flyer. So I needing tools, which I have precise on me.
Did you say
Threes.
skill?
It's a flyer.
3s, yes. No rerolling ones. And strength 8.
Top 7, so 3.
3s.
3.
3.
-1.
-1.
-1. So 4 up save. So it takes 2.
Yep.
So it's
Damage
4 damage.
Yes.
So yes, 10 left.
10 left. Assaults. Bikers will assault the last cannons.
Okay. I will play Vengeance Arcadia.
Yes.
1 content. So hitting on 6s.
Yes.
Rerolling. Rerolling, come on.
It's very important for you.
Yeah. Give me a 6.
No. So, I mean,
You're in.
Like this.
now the Malarfint will be assaulting the front unit.
Yep. So, let's see, 1 flamer. 5 hits. Healing 6s.
Yes.
To wound. There are
3
6s.
6s.
And 1 crack grenade from the sergeant.
Yes.
It's a hit.
No.
It's a wound.
Okay.
And then we can do last guns afterwards.
Yes.
So you just save 3 dice from 3 saves from the flamer.
1 hit.
Takes 1.
Yes.
And
Or
then 1 with a -1 from the crack grenade.
yes. So fails.
D3. So 2 more. So 3
So
in
three.
total. So last guns, even scarier. So 5 hits. 6s. Nothing.
So he's in.
After that.
Yeah. And now the Demon Prince is charging that squad.
This squad.
The front one.
The front one, yeah.
Yes.
So I will throw 1 crack grenade here. And then, so the flamer.
Yes.
5 hits again.
Again with the 5.
5s. So 2. We'll throw 1 crack grenade.
Nope.
Hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rapid fire weapons.
Yes.
Remove these 2 hits from the other. So 1 hit, 2 hits, no 3. And 6s again. Or is toughness
Toughness is 6.
6? Yeah, so no. So only 2 saves from the flamer.
Failed 1. So let's have it go on, but the bikers will pile in a little bit. And we will start with the fist hitting first. So he has 2 attacks.
Yep, -1 to hit. So the fist.
Yes, from force. Generate 1 more attack.
Okay.
Okay, so 2 hit.
Yep. Toughness is 6. No, 5.
Five.
So it drops. No, it's 3 up.
So 1.
And you have a 5 up in one. Just
Yes.
move fast. Make it.
Make it.
It's a lot of dust here.
Yes, and then the normal biker.
Yeah.
Nothing. Now, you want to interfere somewhere?
No.
Okay, so the Demon Prince will pile in.
Yep.
Striker with 8 attacks. Rerolling once and generate.
This one.
Yep. So this reroll and then generate one more.
Yep.
So,
All hit.
yep, all hit.
Your twos.
Yes.
Or killing
Yep.
twos.
Yep.
So you kill 7, right?
Yes. 7 dead.
4, 6, 7.
So there's like 2 left, 3?
Yep. Yeah, 3.
3 left.
I
Now.
do not want to intervene.
Okay. So 4 attacks with the fist. King of 4s.
It's over here, right?
Yes.
Killing on twos.
Yes, 1 dead.
Or is it minus?
3.
Yeah, so 1 dead.
Now the Legend Tendrils. Again, King of 4s. 3 hits. Strength 6. So 2.
6 of
It's minus 2 damage.
No, 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
minus 1.
What's the strength? 5.
Strength 6. It's Legend Tendrils. It's minus 2. Damage 2.
Yes, but you remove a 2
Yes.
wounds.
I wrote a 2, 4 and a 5. 2 is a miss.
No?
You win on 2 ups.
You wound on 2 ups.
So
It's
it's
Scotsman.
Okay, so then it's 3 wounds.
It was minus
Minus 2.
minus 2, so it's dead. I will then activate here.
Yes.
Something like that. 2 guys attack.
Yes.
4s, 6s. No. Here. 2, 5. 4s. No, sorry, sergeant. 2 hits. 1 on 6s. 1 wounds. And that's it.
Okay.
Ah, we'll hit back here.
Yes.
So hitting on force here.
The bikers?
Cars. Okay, all hit. Strength is.
Give me those dice.
4, yeah.
Just give me those dice.
So 3 wounds. No, sorry, yeah, 3 wounds. 3 wounds, 3 wounds in the bikers.
Minus
No, minus.
1 dead.
Still kill 1 biker.
Melt the gun. I'm tired of him.
Unbelievable.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
So, leadership test.
Yeah, so here I
Yes.
lost 5 guys.
Yes.
So leadership 8. 5 plus 5 is 10, so I would lose 2 more.
Yes.
But I will re-roll it because I have an officer here.
Mm-hmm.
They have the rule called Iron Discipline.
Okay.
Need to reroll.
Yep, so they're fine.
Safe. Over here, I lost 7 guys. So 7 plus 2 is 9. So 1. These are not. Yeah, so 1 guy dies. So 1 guy dies.
Good. And I have to make a decision on my biker.
Yep.
Leadership 8.
No, it's on 1. You can't fail it.
Yeah. So that's
That's it.
yeah for my.
Yeah.
I didn't get actually secure objective number 2. No, I didn't get. You have troop choices there. So yeah, and yeah, I didn't get anything, and I will drop. I'll drop. Defend objective number 3. I'll drop that one. So
And we should also pile in here.
yes.
Like this. 2 attacks each. Hitting on force. Hit him with the rifle
Sticks. Then with the sticks.
Shovels. Stand up with the
6s.
shovel.
No.
Nothing. That's it. Okay, so drawing new objectives for the Elysians. Master the warp. I can't do this because I have no sight
Yeah,
here.
just
So we have defend objective 3. Again.
Again.
High command wants me to hold this,
Yes.
this line. And defend objective 4.
it's a good cultist.
Cultist. So yeah, as usual, all of this stuff disengaged. The Venators swung around again, over here. 2 of the flyers, the vultures, just did the pincer maneuver to close the heretics. We brought down some support over here with the command squad with plasmas and some veterans with meltguns. Also, my warlord showed up with his plasma pistol. He should be within 12, otherwise he messed up. Over here, the sentinels kept moving in to fire on the demon prince. Over here, the venators still moved up to be able to shoot down the last room. So, let's go for orders. Over here, get back into the fight for the heavy bolters. Rerolling 1 to 8 for the mortars. Over here, he will issue reroll 1s for himself and the plasma squad. And over here, he will issue reroll 1s for the missile launchers. And also rerolling 1s for the last squad.
Yes.
Okay. So, should we start with the fun part?
Yes, let's do the fun.
Let's do the plasma squad into
The
Leviathan.
Leviathan.
Yeah. So 4 plasmas. Of course, they're overcharging. We'll roll them two at a time.
Yes.
We'll just go from left to right. So first one, hitting on 3s. Twice. Second one, hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of the order. So 2 hits. Third one, 2 misses. And the fourth one, rerolling 1s. Still some dice. So 5 hits. Strength 8, toughness is 8.
Yes.
So wounding on force. So here we have 4 wounds.
5 plus and 4 was it?
Yep. So that's
No.
8 wounds.
Okay. I have 14 in total.
Now Pregame squad, I will use the stratagem Vengeance for Kalia for 1 command point. Do I get it back? I do not. So down to 1. So 3 meltguns, hitting on 3s, rerolling everything. So rerolling that one. 3 hits. Wounding on force, rerolling. So all wounds.
Okay, like what?
Saves.
1 saved.
So 2 go through. Now we have 10 damage.
So it's
Goes up. Hopefully.
no. So the Leviathan.
Sinks down into the ground and meets his fate. And I don't think the commander is in range of anything with his plasma pistol. He shoots it happily into the air.
Yes.
And he's alright. So we have the mortars. They will shoot at the renegades over there.
Okay.
So 3d6. 11 shots. 3, 6, 9, 11. Hitting on force, rerolling 1s because of the order. So 4 rerolls. And we take out the misses. Then we wound on 3s. You have 5 saves.
5 saves.
No AP.
So setting on 6s.
Yep.
Save 2.
2. Let's go over here to the heavy bolters. They will shoot into the demon prince.
Yes.
Hitting on 5s because they moved. No rerolling because the order was to get back into the fight. So 8 3 times. That's math. Wounding on 5s.
No.
That is not math. And these guys are done. Let's go to the Vindicator.
Okay.
We'll shoot 1
The demon prince.
shot into the demon prince, hitting on 2s. That's a hit. Wounding on 5s.
Nope.
I will use my free reroll from the water trait.
Okay.
1 reroll, free. It's a 6, so it's d6 wounds.
Okay.
Sorry, Andre. It goes through your inbound, but it's -3, so you still have
5 plus. 6 up, yes,
yeah.
yes, 6 up.
So d6 wounds. It's the big roll.
No. So,
3, so
2.
down to 4.
yes.
There we go.
That.
And we have the multi-guns, or multi-meltas, hitting on 5s.
No.
So it's 2 hits. They're all today.
It's a character.
It's a character.
Yes.
Sorry, it's okay. It's okay if I shoot.
Yes.
So 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. So 2 wounds.
Oh.
5 out of ammo. Make
Yep, make
so
one.
D6. So
5 wounds.
It's a character.
Yes, vulture.
shooting
The cultist.
the Punisher to the cultists and the heavy bolter into the
Mortar.
So heavy bolter first, hitting on force. All hit. Only on fives. Nothing. Now do the cultists. If you want to, you can remove them, or if you
No,
want.
I want to use to suffer.
You want me to roll dice?
Yes, I want you to suffer. I suffer, so you suffer.
So, first batch, 20.
Yes.
Hitting on force. Removing the misses. There is no more reroll because you killed the officer.
Moral victory for me.
Yeah, so first batch is 10.
Okay.
Math. Second batch.
Watcher is the most average thing that exists.
So, that's perfect math. So 20 hits. And now losing on 3.
Yes.
So remove the saves. We have 3, 9, 10, 13.
And now the die.
Yep.
Now I
This
can.
one roll 13, 16.
Yes.
Second vulture
Yes.
will shoot everything into this guy.
The Mortar.
Yeah.
Correct.
So hitting on force. This one's a 5 roll. Misses. 3, 6, 9, what average? 12.
Mm-hmm.
Second batch. 6, 9, 10, 12 again, 24. So I will reroll 2 of these.
Yes.
So rolling on 5. I will just take up 2 fails.
Two more. Yeah.
Yeah, 24. Sorry.
Yes.
So in here we have 3, 6, 7 saves.
So 3 is on the Morphin. I failed
3.
3.
And then the heavy bolter
Yes.
kicks in, hits twice, wounds on 5s, and wounds twice as well with a -1.
Yes.
1,
One.
-1.
One.
Scratches the paint. And then we'll go over to this side,
Okay.
shoot 3 missiles into him as well,
Alright.
hitting on force, crack missiles,
Yes.
rerolling once because of the order. Thanks, that one. 2 hits, wounding on 3s. And there. Have I used my command reroll? No, just the free
Yes.
one. So we'll use, it was the warning one, so we'll use
Yes.
one command.
Yes.
So 2 wounds,
But minus.
-2.
So I'm gonna upstairs. 1 6.
So 1 go through, and it's 2 damage. Do we get it back? No. Let's go. So, they have fired. Let's see if we have some blast guns in range, because I couldn't shoot at. So I will shoot the blast guns here.
Okay.
It's 9 of them, because the sergeant has a pistol.
I'm pretty sure not all can see.
Ah, that's true. So 1, 2, 3. So 5 blast guns shooting at Mortar. Hitting on force, 1 hit, wounding on 6s, 1.
That might be actually what you need because he has 1 wound left.
Yeah, so 3 up, say, right?
Ah.
Here is shot.
Yes. That will be embarrassing.
Only thing left is to shoot the Tarsus. They will
Yes.
shoot their frag grenades into the long
Long space
right
marine.
there. 2d6 each. Can they see?
Yes, you can.
So it's 8, 12, 13.
Can I just remove him?
You can always see because it's no AP.
Okay.
So hitting on force. Take out the misses. And moving on force. So it's 5, 6.
Fine, not against Pretext.
No, not against the hot Elysians.
5 saves, yes.
5 saves, yeah.
No, I failed 2.
Frag.
Yes, so he dies.
Frag to the face. And that is basically my turn. I have no assaults. And does he have 1 wound left?
Yes, but now he regenerates.
Yeah.
So this guy regenerates as well.
For my turn, I will discard defend objective 4.
Okay. So it's my turn. I will grab 1 objective. Psychological warfare. Score 1 victory point if your opponent failed a morale test during this turn. If your opponent failed 3, for the 3. Okay. Pretty much I already lost the game because of the Maelstrom 4 missions that I couldn't get. But Huron and the sorcerer. Huron disembarked here. Sorcerer moved up towards him to smite this flyer. The other squad disembarked to shot the what they called
The veterans.
The veterans.
Yeah.
The Malefin went down. The Demon Prince moved up there. The biker wants to finish up that one wounded last cannon buggy, and this Malefin is again wreaking havoc. So let's start with psychic powers.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start with the sorcerer,
Yep.
smiting
Yep.
the flyer.
This is a 5.
So it's a 9.
9. D3.
This one. This. Now Huron tried to cast Infernal Gaze first. Success.
Perils.
Barrels. So
3 dice, right? Or do you...
no, it's Infernal Gaze.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
3 dice.
Yeah.
And every 4 plus is more.
Yeah.
So 2. Yes. And now he casts Smite.
And he has to take the psychic, the...
Yeah.
So D3.
The 3. 1. So Smite.
Yep.
It's now on a 6. Success. A 9.
Close to the 10.
5.
So 3 more. So goes to 8.
Right.
You need 1 more to take it down 1 bracket.
Now this entire squad will shoot at them.
The brave veterans.
Demon Prince, psychic powers.
Oh yeah, true. He will cast Smite on the platform. No. Yeah, those guys. The back ones.
Those.
Yes, those
Yep.
ones. And a 7.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes, D3.
5. Yeah.
3 wins.
And now we're shooting, these guys are shooting here.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of rolling went outside the camera. Actually, the Demon Prince assaulted the gun lines guys and the
Commander.
commander back and the back and suffered 2 wounds in Overwatch. The Malefin suffered 2 wounds in Overwatch as well, charging here.
Yeah.
The biker
Suffered 1 wound.
suffered 1 wound. Yes. Here I charged and suffered 2 casualties, and Malefin didn't make the charge. So where do you want to start? And I think this will be the last turn.
It's your charge.
Yeah.
So you can say.
I saw the Demon Prince.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So fighting with the Demon Prince.
Yes, it attacks, generating 1 more.
Yep.
Pocket.
Deuce.
And I'm attacking your commander.
Yep.
So wound.
So how many?
9.
9.
9.
So 9 5-up saves for the refractor field.
Yes.
So it takes 1, 2, 3. He survives.
He survived.
Look at the
2 damage.
Is it 2 damage?
Yes.
Then he dies. Yeah, he dies. The commander falls as he is defending the gun line. So the commander is taking another action. Yeah, where do you want to go next?
Let's do this combat here.
Yep.
The champion is attacking your warlord. He has 3 attacks,
Yep.
so generating 1 more.
Yep.
Okay, so all hit. And I reroll the wounds with 2 lightning bolts.
Yeah. So 2s rerolling, right? Or is it 3s?
No, it's 3s.
Yeah. So rerolling 2.
So
Minus.
minus 1.
It's a refractor.
Minus 2.
Minus 2.
5-up in 1. Yes. So all go through. So he's dead.
Okay, so that's slide the warlord.
Yep.
And the rest will attack the normal
Mhm.
person. So 5 guys attack. Or misses. And nothing.
Okay.
Snake guys.
So I'm not going to interrupt because I have no command points.
Okay, so Malefin is 4 attacks. So hits twice. Kills 2.
So who are you attacking?
The normal person.
Okay.
And the Russian tenders are
Attacking.
the same score. I can
Yeah.
change. So 2 go through and strength 6. So
one wound.
Oh,
On my left. Defending the objective. No, there's actually one more here.
and
Hiding.
Power Fist
Mm-hmm.
attacking there. So 2 attacks, force, 1 hit, 1 wounds.
So 5 up in one because he went really fast the previous turn. No, fails. So how many wounds? 2. So that's 4 left. So heading back here.
Yes.
Weapon squad. Hitting on Demon Prince. Force. 1 wound. 6s. Nope. Over here. Firing in. Hitting the Model Fiend.
Yes.
Of course. Oh. This is where 6s. The wound. Only 1.
And 1 wound.
Yeah. No minus.
Fails.
Guardsman.
They do their job
Yeah.
when they're scared.
Over here we have 2 attacks.
Yes.
No force. 2 hits. And 1
One
wound.
wound.
That's all I need.
Yes. That's all.
Come on.
That's all you need.
Of course. Of course. Over here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 veterans. I need to see if they hit on 3s in close combat as well.
Veterans. Yes.
You do.
Yes.
So all but 1 hit. Winning on 5 though.
Yep.
Oof. So 5 wounds. Sorry.
Last 2.
We are really keen to getting this field back.
Absurdized control.
Yeah.
Absurdized control.
Yeah. And that is it, right?
Yes. So leadership test.
So I didn't lose any here. I lost 3 guys over here.
Yes.
We call that because it's cocked.
4.
So 4 plus 3, 7. So they make it.
Mhm.
Even though the sergeant is dead, he doesn't have to roll. They didn't lose one district with. Or was
No.
it?
No.
No, it wasn't.
So
So you need to roll.
I lost 4.
That's
5.
fine.
It's fine, the attacking is under.
Yeah.
So at this point, I didn't score any cards,
No.
but I get Slay the Warlord and First Blood,
Yeah.
which is enough for me.
Yeah.
So Huron decided to just order his Corsairs to move out from this planet and come here another day.
Yeah.
But after he does that, this one Cyclops is aiming at him.
So first off, the this one will go into hover.
Yes.
Stay at a safe distance. And then the Cyclops will move
Yes.
over here. And he will detonate.
Okay.
So all the units within these 6 inches. So it's everybody within 2.
Yes.
Will take 2d6 strength 9 hits.
Yes.
So Huron first. So he will take 5 hits.
That hits.
Strength 9.
Okay.
Winning on 2s. So he will take 3 wounds. So
wounds.
-2.
-2. So one will go on his block.
Yeah. 2 left.
Yes. And -2, so 4 passing room.
Yeah.
Fail both.
D3 damage. So it's
He
3.
is.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
Unless the vulture shoots. So and the psyker, he takes 8 hits. 2s. That's the roll. So 7 minus 2 saves.
7 -2.
You get
He can.
He -2.
Yeah. Does he have the sigil of corruption?
Yes. No. Fail.
So how many?
4.
He takes 4d3. So it's 6.
Yeah, he dies.
7, 8, 9.
He takes the blow for Huron. That's
And then this little baby goes home.
yes. But that was a fun game.
Yeah,
Fredrik.
game.
Thank you very much
Yeah,
for
you were
having me
very-
here.
Very unlucky with the cards, of course.
Yes. But that's how it goes.
Yeah.
So guys, thanks for watching and maybe post battle report discussion.
Yeah.
So guys, thanks for watching. This is a post battle report discussion. I think you had very lucky
Yeah.
dice rolls.
Yeah.
I didn't, and my card pools was terrible.
Yeah.
So never play poker with me. Anything else about the game?
No, nothing more than I was very lucky, but also I think you did very well by putting pressure on my line, so I couldn't be as aggressive. But once those monsters started to fail their wounds
Yeah,
or
that's
saves, then the lines were thinning out.
yes.
So that's what.
Yeah, but the game was very fun, I think, for both sides.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me here, Frederick.
Yeah.
It's nice to get to Malmo and play against you and against your amazing abilities.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you see you in the next one. Bye.